5 ways to make money in real estate: cash flow, equity capture, appreciation, depreciation, and principal paydown. Cash flow is, of course, if it's an investment property, you're renting it out. So it's the difference between the rents you get and the mortgage payment you pay. That's cash flow. Equity capture is what happens when you buy a property at a lower value than its appraised value. So that's equity capture. And then appreciation is the increase in the value of the property with the market. Depreciation is what you claim in your tax benefits. It's basically for the building value itself. You can depreciate it over several years. And then last one is principal pay down. So whatever rents you're getting, you pay down the mortgage, right? So that builds your equity in the property. So those are the 5 ways. Of these, cash flow and equity capture basically happen when you buy, and the rest of them, appreciation, depreciation, and principal pay down, happen over time. And then could you increase it? Cash flow, you could increase it after you buy. Could you increase it, right? Cash flow, you could increase it technically if you raise your rents. If the prop value of let's say the tenant vacates, maybe you get a new tenant, you can increase it then, or you just increase it per inflation, right? You increase it next time the year turns around or when their lease is coming to an end. That's cash flow. Equity capture pretty much can't do anything. This happens right when you buy, so you can't. It's already gone after you bought it. Appreciation, there's ways to do forced appreciation, which is basically you do remodeling. You may do some lawn, landscaping around the property. You may put a fence, increase the curb appeal, or inside the property you may let's say you may add a bathroom, or there's a big room which is not currently a bedroom. You may add a closet and make it into a bedroom, so that way you increase the property value. So that's forced appreciation. Depreciation, can't do much about it after you bought it. And then principal pay down, again, you can speed it up by increasing rents, or there are ancillary ways to bring in additional cash flow, which is if you have additional, depending on the property, of course, if you have additional um, parking spots, for example, parking room available, you can rent it out. Or if you have storage space available with the property, you can also rent that out. You could, depending on where your property is located, if it's in a high traffic area, you could also rent out space for people to put their signs, or you could put your own signs and leverage it for other things too. So that's another way to increase cash flow. So there are other little ancillary ways you can do to increase cash flow and increase the principal, speed up the principal pay down. But ultimately, those are the 5 ways: cash flow, equity capture, appreciation, depreciation, and principal pay down. There's another creative way you can leverage real estate, which is by talking about your properties. If you have multiple properties, keep talking about it, posting about it on social media, whatnot. And people like to do business with people that do business. So the more you talk about it, the more you'll get other business because of this. So that's another way you can use your existing real estate.